season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rodgers' throw on target to James.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Here's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
From the 41, Rodgers. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Rodgers again now. That ball caught by Slayton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Mahomes now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Chiefs are 12-2 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on.
He's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On first down, Mahomes. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing is Rodgers. James has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that, because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On the run, he'll let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes us down to about the 5-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. And
everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On second down, it's Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. To throw again on second down, Rodgers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. Once again, he finds Slayton. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Rodgers to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Mahomes to throw. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprised.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers going to throw. Keeps himself upright. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
Able to find Jones.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Butker's kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So now Rodgers in the pack. Down 24-21. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Back to throw, Rodgers. Pass complete, Tunyon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rodgers to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Chiefs,